Willkommen, welcome along to round 7 of the 2023 MotoGP World Championship this weekend. It's the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring and the second of 3 back-to-back races after Mugello and before Assen. Also, happy birthday MotoGP, because it was on this very week in 1949 when we had the very first Grand Prix, won on a Velocette by Freddie Frith. It was the Isle of Man TT and the 350cc class. Chief Guru Nick Harris, were you there? Were you present in 1949?
Thank you very much, Greg. No, not quite. I did cut my teeth in Grand Prix racing at the TT, as you would imagine, because there was no British Grand Prix on the mainland. And the first one I went to was 1965.
Well, we come to Germany then off the back of the Italian Grand Prix at equally historic Mugello. Nick Harris, who was your man of the hour for Italy 23?
Definitely Pecco Bagnaia. There cannot be a much better feeling winning your home Grand Prix on a motorcycle built 50 kilometers down the road in front of the home crowd. I think if you're a Grand Prix motorcycle racer, that's probably the best feeling you're ever going to get.
Hate to ask this, but underperformer of the weekend, who didn't really impress?
I'm afraid Bezzecchi. I was so impressed with him at Le Mans. I think I made him the rider, which wasn't difficult to do at Le Mans, the rider of the meeting. We've seen him win in the wet. We've seen him win in the dry, and I thought he'd have a great chance on the Ducati at his home circuit, but didn't quite turn out as how he planned. So I was disappointed for him as much as anything else. He'll be back. He will fight back. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But how Bagnaia must have felt winning, as I said, with all that home crowd advantage and everything else, must have been double the disappointment for Bezzecchi.
Yeah, I agree. He's 21 points behind now, isn't he? Which isn't the end of the world. There's a lot of points still left, but psychologically, it felt like a really crucial weekend. Underdog, yeah. Nick, your third sort
underdog,
of underdog.
He's a man I always stick up for. He's one of my favourites, Johann Zarco. I so want him to win a MotoGP race before too long, and I thought he was brilliant. I think he came from the third row of the grid up to third place towards the end of the race. We say it so often with him, don't we? If only a better start, perhaps, or better qualifying, he could challenge for a race victory. But I thought Zarco was fantastic.
Right, let's get into the Guru quiz then, because it's always the highlight of the show, isn't it? And we're joined, I'm delighted to say, by Gresini MotoGP rider Alex Marquez. Alex, thanks for joining us for the show. Sachsenring, a circuit you like?
Yeah, hello everybody. Yeah, it's a track that I like it. It's a track that I hate it during some years, but then from 19 I love it. It's one of my, not one of my favorites ones, but one that I adapted quite well. So looking forward to be there.
It's always a strange result though, isn't it, at the Sachsenring with its anti-clockwise configuration. There's almost no right-handed corners. We always seem to get a bit of a strange race.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's a really long race. I mean, many laps, and you need to be really constant. Rear tire demanding is really high, and you need to adapt it. But yeah, as you said, it's a really strange track, the shortest one on the calendar, and it will be important to make another good race there. Trying to finish the race for sure, but yeah, after the Mugello, the potential that we show it, we need to keep going like that.
Yeah, you've been very unlucky this year. You need some more success now, don't you? Like when you weren't at the Sachsenring in 2019 in Moto2. It feels like you're so close, but just out of luck.
Yeah, I mean, the important thing is that we have the speed. The speed is the thing that is more difficult to have it, and we have the speed. Now we just need to keep and put everything together. It's true that also I need some more experience with this bike, with different conditions, like Sunday in Mugello, because it was more hot, and then I suffered a little bit more with the front tires. But anyway, as I said, we are working really good, and I'm sure that the results will come.
Well, Alex,
Can
it's great
you
to have
beat
you
your
with us.
brother there? Can you beat your brother there? What is it? 11 straight wins. That's amazing.
Will be difficult, Nick. It will be difficult. We will try it, but will be difficult. I think he's the favorite one for there for sure. Yeah, they have a lot of problems, but here Sachsenring is less straight, less braking zones, where Honda is suffering more. So for sure he will be really fast.
It's round 7. It's the German Grand Prix, and it's the Guru quiz. Okay, here we go. So,
Do you want me to
Nick,
put more makeup on?
I'm not sure there's much you can do about that. Don't worry about it.
No,
Try your best.
that's true.
What I can say is, who is the only rider to have won at the Sachsenring with Ducati? Is it Dovizioso, Bagnaia, Stoner, or Capirossi?
I know it.
Oh,
I've done
do
my
you?
research.
Oh,
Casey
you knew this was
Stoner,
coming.
2008 or 9, but on the 800.
Okay, so you're obviously final answer, yeah?
Oh, Casey Stoner.
Correct, well done, and it was indeed 2008. It's amazing to think Ducati's not won this since 2008. Maybe you can change it, Alex.
Alex, yes.
We will try it as we said. They have a good opportunity last year, but they lose it because Pecco did a mistake in turn 1 and he crashed. But they were really fast. So yeah, it's a track that normally Ducati have less advantage than compare another tracks. But last year they were really fast, so we'll try for it.
Okay, well, let's crack on with our predictions for pole positions. This is for the qualifying pole position. Nick, you got the question right, so well done on that. You're at first. Pole position at the Sachsenring. I think I know what you're going to say here.
Yeah, you can't go anything but Mark, can you? Mark Marquez. He really is the king of the Sachsenring. He's had his ups and downs, probably a bit more downs than ups, but he still looks very quick. Yeah, Mark Marquez.
Okay, Alex, are you going Marc Marquez as well, or something else?
No, I will go for some Ducati and for the pole position, and I will say Pecco.
Okay. So even though Mark's so strong on this circuit, you think Pecco can edge him out this time?
Yeah, one lap I think Ducati will have some more potential to can squeeze the time there and have something more.
Okay, nice. Well, I've gone with Mark as well, so I'm sure he'd be pleased about that. So you can tell him we've both backed him. Okay, so let's move on to question 2 of the Guru Quiz, and Alex Marquez's first ever Guru question.
Yay.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, this one should be easy. We've already talked about it. How many GPs has Marc Marquez won at the Sachsenring? 8, 5, 11, or 13?
11, the C1.
100% sure?
Yeah? I think so.
Yeah, nice one, Alex. Obviously, we talked about that before. 8 in MotoGP, 2 in Moto2, and of course 1 back in the 125s as well. Alex, let's move on to our next prediction. Well done on the question. That was an easy one for you. The sprint, new format this year. Race number 7 for the sprint. Who do you reckon is going to win it?
I will say Mark already now.
Okay.
I think he will be in front row, and for sure in sprint and race he will attack. But in the sprint I will say Mark also.
Yeah, me too, I have to say. Nick, what do you reckon?
I'm going to go for the KTM and Brad Binder, though. I have a feeling Mark could do it, but my heart's ruled my head this time. I'm going for Brad Binder.
Okay. Yeah, because we had Brad with us last time, didn't we, on the show, and he had a bit of a difficult qualifying and actually made the most positions. Okay, question 3.
Don't tell Alex that. You come on the programme, you have a bad Grand Prix afterwards. So don't say that.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on for a bit of history then for Nick for question 3. Let's have a look. So take your time, Mr. Harris. Since 1998, when the new Sachsenring opened, which German rider has achieved the best result at the Sachsenring? Is it Stefan Bradl in the 125 class, Jonas Folger in Moto2, Jonas Folger in MotoGP, or a combination of B and C? Just to complicate it even further.
God, blimey. Stefan Bradl, 125.
Is that your absolute final answer?
It is, but it's not one with a great deal of conviction.
Okay, well, it's locked in. Let's find out.
Such a loser.
Disaster. Oh, such a loser. Bit hard of Lorenzo there. No, it was B and C actually. Folger, he was P2, second in Moto2 in 2016 and MotoGP the next year. So we go straight to Alex for the next prediction, as Nick's got that wrong. For the Grand Prix, Alex, the overall win, what's your prediction?
Mark for sure. I mean, will be open for sure, but I think Mark, and especially what I saw it from the on and from him in Mugello, he can make the difference again in such a thing. And he's the master class. He knows all the secrets, and I will try to find some secret and to stole some secret from him, but he's the favorite one.
Okay, Nick, what do you reckon over full race distance?
Yeah, I've gone for Mark as well over full race distance. That incredible record there, and he needs a bit of luck as much as anything else, doesn't he? It's been a very, very difficult comeback for him, and just that change of luck. I think if he's going to get that change of luck, it will be at the Saxonry.
Okay, well, I went for Bagnaia, actually, but I kind of hope it is Mark, because I'd love to see him back on top, because he thoroughly deserves it, and he needs a finish in a long race as well, doesn't he? Okay, Alex, if you can get the next question right, you have beaten Nick in the quiz. So here we are, the fourth and final question. Which current rider has not taken a MotoGP pole at the Sachsenring? So your brother, Maverick, Johan Zarco, or Pecco Bagnaia?
I'm
Remember,
between
Alex, there's
Pecco and Johan.
no real money available, so no panic, no worry.
Yeah. I think Johan Zarco.
Okay, let's find out. 2-2. Maverick's never taken a pole at the Sachsenring. What about the Aprilias this year? Alex, I'll go to you first. What chance might they have on the Sachsenring? We know the Honda's always strong with Mark. Ducati are going to be there. Aprilia, though, they need a bit of luck, don't they?
I think that they can be there also in this track. I think Alex were always really fast in this track. Also Maverick, but looks like Aprilia this year they finished the year already in not a really good performance, and I think they're suffering still that problem. But I mean they are there, and in MotoGP from one race to the other one can change a lot, and I think they can be there also to try to be on the podium.
Okay, well, let's make our next prediction. This is the best comeback. Who's going to gain the most positions in the Grand Prix, the Sunday race, from start to finish? I've gone for Brad Binder, because he did it last weekend. I hope he can do it this weekend. Nick, what do you reckon? Most position gained from start to finish?
I'm going for Johan Zarco. I usually go for him. I mean, he doesn't always make the best. He always comes so strong at the end of a race. So I'll go for Zarco.
Okay, and Alex, what do you think? From starting position to finishing position, the most positions?
I will say Maverick.
Okay, yeah, because it's usually somebody who has a bad qualifying, isn't it?
Exactly.
How difficult is it to pass through at the Sachsenring?
So difficult. I mean, you have just 1-2 points. That is first corner and after the downhill, the big downhill. That is there. So also last corner, but that is not easy. And qualifying is really important to be there and not make mistakes. But also it is really important to manage the rear tire until the end. So it's really important. It's one race that is really important to not make mistakes and to be really constant always on the lap times, on the pace.
Okay, well, guys, thanks very much. Alex, I was hoping you were going to win the quiz, but 1-1 seems a fair result, doesn't it, Nick?
Yeah.
Well, all I'm going to say, you might not win the quiz, Alex, but good luck in the race on Sunday. Win that one. That's better than the quiz. Only just.
Much better. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks very much, Alex. Really nice to see you as well. First time we've spoken since 2014. We're all getting older, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit, but still we have a young mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like it. Well, guys, thanks very much. Don't forget, if you play along on MotoGPGuru.com, there is all sorts of prizes available, including a bike in Alex's livery.